Our weekend watch shines a spotlight on government activity. Mayor Lori Lightfoot's transition team consisted of more than 400 Chicagoans of very diverse backgrounds. Of course, the question now is, will any of those ideas actually turn into action? You can read much more about these stories right now by watching the watchdog group Better Government Association. Here to talk more about the issues from the BGA is David Greising. Good morning to you, David. We really appreciate you being here. Let's quickly talk about the transition teams, what they discussed, because there was this huge presentation of all these various ideas. What did you take away from that?
Well, what I took away is that the mayor and her team were trying to take in as much input as they possibly could, but because of the hundreds of ideas that came in, it really wound up in the hands of the mayor and her staff to try to shape the agenda. And they have an interesting agenda that involves immediately what we've seen in her first couple weeks of work here is trying to get ethics issues taken care of. Some of the bigger issues that she'll have to deal with over time have to do with crime and budgeting and the pension problem in particular. Those we've seen less definition yet in terms of how they're going to move forward. On ethics, she's gone after that in a big way by cleaning house and city council, giving powers to the inspector general, putting in new ethics penalties in place. She's moved very aggressively in that area.
And obviously we have to talk about this sort of tit for tat with Alderman Burke just the other day at her first council meeting. She kind of shut him down when he was trying to interrupt her. But that is what she sort of ran on, right? She always promised to take away the power, not entirely, but take away the power from the alderman to make sure that ethics comes back into council.
Right. It was a really symbolic moment. Ed Burke, this longtime alderman, a member of the Verdoli Act 29 back in the days of Harold Washington, somebody who stood in the way of reform for the last reform mayor, stood up and had this very lame argument about gender-neutral language not being in some of these new rules. She just shut him down, said, I'll let you know when I want to hear from you. And she never wanted to hear from him. The next day or two days later, Ed Burke was indicted in a criminal racketeering conspiracy. Right. And so it really, I think the week ended up being good, so good that on Friday, Lori Lightfoot held a press conference to say that Ed Burke ought to resign.
Okay, so she talks about pension reform. She talks about bringing back ethics. These are very major things that she wants to happen. Yeah. Can she make it happen?
Well, she's made great progress on ethics. On pension reform, we don't yet know her plans. She was told during the transition about a $200 million surprise, negative surprise in terms of the budget deficit this year. So she's first going to have to deal with her budget problem. She has to submit a budget very soon. Then getting to pensions, what I think and what the BGA thinks is that she ought to go for a constitutional amendment to allow for adjustment of pensions over time. Mayor Rahm Emanuel, before he stepped down, argued for that. Governor Pritzker has not stated a position one way or another on pension reform. We think it would be in the best interest of this mayor to say, you know what, it's inevitable. We can't get pensions fixed without pension reform at the state level.
David, really appreciate you being here. You can read more BGA articles at bettergov.org.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.